Hi there, folks. I'm Capt Monte with Texas Fishing Tips, and this is your weekly fishing report. We still got a few fronts coming in, but when you can get out here to the jetties, north or the south, out here on the edges, right from the tip and on out to the buoys, we've been catching redfish, we've been catching sheephead, a few black drum out here. There's been some pompanos out here. Pretty much right now I'm using nothing but live shrimp. Depending what the water depth is, if you're out here in that, 20 to 25 foot of water, I'll go with the ounce of weight. If I'm fishing right on top of these rocks and, 10 to 15 foot of water, then I'm using a half ounce, to 3/8 to a half ounce. Still pretty decent fish out here. You can go out here with your cut baits and catch bull reds, slot reds. But shrimp seems to be the ticket right now. Same way on the North Jetty, when you come out and get on the outside and work these rocks going back towards the surf, there's been sheephead through here. There's been trout first thing in the morning. Some pretty decent trout out here. There've been pompanos out here, but the sheephead are starting to show up, and we've been pretty good ones out here. If it's blowing, then you can come back in and you can work over here by the docks. These docks have been holding sheephead through here on the shrimp boat channel side. There's been a few redfish hanging out through here. Out in front of Fina docks, out along this bulkhead through here, there's been redfish. There have been sheephead also all along these rocks right through here. If you come down and pass up the ferry and get over here on the old Brown Root docks, there have been sheephead through here also. There's a good little rock jetty that comes out, and we've been kind of working that little area, and there's been pretty decent fish. You can come on the opposite side up along these houses and these piers. You cannot tie up to these docks or piers, but you can use your trolling motor with your spot lock. And there's been some black drum through here. There's been redfish and mixed in with sheephead. So all of this area have really been holding pretty decent fish. So still Port Aransas, with tides the way they've been holding fish, been bringing in fish. People that are fishing the piers, they've also been catching fish early in the morning, late part of the day. So all those of you that have access to these piers, and some of those piers out here, Channel View, they have been catching fish out here also on these piers in the evening and first thing in the morning. So spring break is upon us. The sun's been out, and the fish have been hungry. So get you some live shrimp, and seems like that's been the best ticket right now. The sun's been out. It's been warming things up. Right now, the flats have been on fire. All of these little islands working along the ICW through here, been holding redfish and mixed in with black drum. So you can pretty much use, live mullet, live mud minnows, sea lice, cut mullet have been working real well. Any of your cut baits, but all through the flats right now, I've been holding a lot of good fish. Redfish mainly, but you'll jump these black drum, and they have been eating also. Dead shrimp has been working real well. I like buying the jumbo dead shrimp and kind of peeling them during this time of the year, and they have been working. There's some little lakes, coves that run through here in the back of Ransom, and them black drum been kind of hold up in these back little lakes right through here, and been pretty productive. But out on the flats, redfish, there have been speckled trout out here. You can get your drift sock on, and you can drift these flats with your favorite plastics and popping cork. There have been good trout out here and redfish. So those of you that like to throw topwaters, this is a great time of the year to get your topwaters on and work topwaters. I mean, these fish are hungry. Sun is warming up, and the fish have been pretty aggressive. So you can also come over here on Stedman's. Stedman's this time of the year do hold redfish primarily. You can find a few black drum out here also, but Stedman's Reef is always a great time this time of the year to be catching fish. Speckled trout, like I said, still been catching. Plastic seems to be working the best. Over here at the Old Terminal channel, both sides, there have been redfish and black drum mixed in. Just be careful because on each side there in the middle, there are some pretty good rocks that you got to be careful about. But anywhere on this Old Terminal, along these rocks right through here, been holding redfish and black drum. Out here on the Klondikes, this area has been working real well. You can use jumbo shrimp, dead jumbo shrimp. You can use live shrimp. You can use live mullet out here also. Been holding pretty decent fish. Depending how the winds are blowing, if they're blowing out of the north, over here on this back flat, there's a lot of shell right through here. And there have been redfish held up all through here. You can jump back on the other side of Big Bayou. All this flat through here, there's been a lot of bait. And there's been good redfish and black drum mixed in all of this area through here. Now, if the wind's blowing out of the south, you might want to come out of Corpus Christi Bayou and work the outside. This outside's been holding speckled trout, redfish, and black drum, just depending what you're targeting, depending what bait you're going to want to take. But this is a great area to be targeting, especially those of you that like to jump out and wade fish. This is a great place to get out, get your artificial baits out there, and you can wade fish all of this outside point, even Quarantine Island right through here. Bait comes through the jetties, and they just kind of follow this shoreline. So this shoreline does hold a lot of good fish. Out here in front of the old motor plant on the opposite side there, right on this edge of that deep water and where it comes up, like 10 foot of water, them black drum, them big black drum, during this time of the year, they breed right through here. So they have been catching them right in here. Sea lice, cut crab, shrimp, but make sure that you're right on that edge of that, 10 foot, right where it starts dropping into that 50 foot. Usually they'll hold off right here on this edge. So all this right through here, if you want to go out there and have some fun, some big fish, this is the area to target right now. They'll be there all the way up through April. Over here in the Ingleside area, over here by the plants, there's demagnification plant right here. There have been black drum, there have been sheephead, a few reds right through here. So this structure right here before Kiewit, it's holding good fish. Now over here by Kiewit on this back flat, there have been redfish right through here all the way up to Kiewit. So this area right on the bank, right on this flat, has been holding decent fish. Live mullet's been the ticket. If you come back across from Kiewit and come down, these flats all through here have been holding pretty decent fish, black drum and redfish. So both sides, anytime you get around these plants and these columns through here, sheephead, they've been being caught. You can kind of see the sheephead holding around each one of these pilings all through from Chenier all the way down to Oxy right through here. So good area to be targeting. And while you're there, you can jump on the other side and start working this Berry Island all the way back down. There's been redfish and black drum being caught through here. Get your favorite baits. It's a lot of not too much pressure by boats out here, and got the good potential of catching good fish all along these islands right now. There are some good speckled trout also being caught. Right over here, there's a pretty good flat that comes off from this deep channel that works around this island right through here, around Berry Island. This little area right through here, on your favorite plastics, you be sure to catch some good trout right through here. Thanks for watching. I'm Captain Monte Graham.